Hello, Namaskar, Vanakkam. My name is Sudhir and you're watching Study with Sudhir. This is the results season and today is a big day when you're going to get your results for ICSE Class 10 and ISC Class 12 for the batch of 2025. So मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ all of you are very excited, a bit tense, a bit anxious. Now, I would say in fact this is my second big result of this academic year because my other student and mentee, my daughter Tejaswini, after completing her BTech Engineering in Computer Science, appeared for her MBA entrance examination. She got interview calls from several institutes and I'm extremely happy and delighted to inform all of you that she scored 99.9. Yes, 99.9 percentile in the XAT entrance examination and she has secured admission to XLRI Jamshedpur, which was established in 1949 and is the oldest business school in the country and considered among the best in Asia. In fact, the time you would recall she was teaching mathematics before the board exams of class 10 here on this channel. The same week, in fact, she had to appear for her interviews for XLRI Jamshedpur. Now, let me talk about the class 10 and 12 results. Many of you would have done extremely well. Some of you a bit below expectations. I want to make 5 broad points and there is going to be one bonus point coming right at the end. So stay with the video right till the end, not a very long video. And this is a video which I would like both parents and children to watch. Now, the first point actually to parents. If your child has done very well, please remember it's your success as well. I strongly believe because the way I kind of am invested in Teju's journey, I believe every parent would be, largely speaking, right? So it is your success as well. So congratulations to you. Pat yourself on the back for that. To the child, I would say, you're extremely lucky to have made your parents proud. But while it is your right, my dear parents, to feel proud about your child's success, please ensure that you stay grounded and more importantly, ensure that your child stays grounded as well. This is very important because I've seen far too many children losing their way, losing their head after scoring a 96, 97, 98, 99 and feeling this is Mount Everest, chad liya, ab iske aage aur kuch nahi hai. And they lose their way through class 11 and 12 or after 12th in their years in college. Please remember, and this is specifically to class 10 students and their parents, class 10 is not the ultimate exam. On the contrary, it is only the first small baby step that you take in this very, very competitive world of examinations. So if you have done well, ensure that you follow the same style of studying, the same style of preparing, the same style of revision in class 11 and 12 as well. Okay. To those students who have not done very well, I would say pretty much the same because it was just a small exam. You did not do well, no problem, but learn from those mistakes. Ensure that you do not repeat those mistakes when you go to class 11 or class 12 students when you go to college. Parents, I would say, please do not compare your child's marks with the marks of a child in the neighborhood or in the extended family or someone in your office and make the child feel small and inferior. Do not do that. Every child is unique. Every child is special. Every child is an individual. So do not compare X with Y. Okay, everyone's circumstances are very different. Just ensure that your child learns from the mistakes that he or she made in the class 10 exam or the class 12 exam. Now, another point that you need to make, point number 3, is that if you have done very well, please do not ever make the mistake of making fun of someone who did not do so well. That would be extremely harsh and inhuman. Please don't do that. As an SWS student, you should never do that. Okay, I've always focused on doing the right things, following the right value systems. because at the end of the day it is just a percentage. And trust me, over the next 5 to 6 years, no one, after today and tomorrow, no one will even ask you what was your percentage in class 10. Okay, now you may then ask, Array, if that was the case, where was the need to work so hard? Well, there was a need, because the hard work is not a wasted effort. I will cite the example of the MBA exams because, as I said, we went through the entire process over the last 6 odd months. After you write the MBA written examination, CAT or ZAT, you get an interview call, interview, group discussion, essay writing call. For that, the IIMs, XLRI, and many other top institutions actually look at your class 10 and class 12 percentage as well, because they want to see that whether this student is a well-rounded student who has been working hard all through his or her academic journey. They don't want to look just at your ZAT or CAT score and say, okay, इसमें तीर मार लिया तो ठीक है. They will look at your CAT score. Okay, you scored above 19 that. Class 12 score above 19 that. What was your CGPA in your graduation? Okay, your overall percentage. All those things come into play. So there is 5% weightage, I can tell you, for class 10 marks, 10% weightage for class 12 marks, 10% for your graduation score. So all these scores actually matter at that stage. But in the regular 11th class, 12th class, or during graduation, it won't matter. Okay, so there are two ways of looking at this. Now, another thing I've seen is that many class 10 students who will now go to class 11 think, अरे class 11 तो free time है, मस्ती करने का time है. Don't even think like that. I repeat, don't even think like that, because if you waste your class 11, you will regret it big time in your class 12. Regret it big time in your class 12. It is important to stay focused in class 11, whether you are in ISC or CBSE or any of the state boards. In fact, your time to prepare for your class 12 exams starts today. No, actually it should have started yesterday, or probably the day after your 10th class board exams got over, because there is a huge gap between class 10 and 11. And you need to realize that, irrespective of whether you are in science, humanities, or commerce. Okay, I find it a little amusing when students still obsess about 1 mark they may have lost in their class 10 geography or chemistry or mathematics exam. Don't be. That's the past. Look to the future. If you keep looking to the past, sorry to say, my friends, you will not be able to thrive properly in your future journey. To class 12 students, I would say this: you would be going to college. Many of you may be taking NEET next Sunday. This Sunday on the 4th of May. Many of you would have given your JEE and other engineering exams also you would be giving. There are a whole lot of videos on our third channel, Careers with Sudhir. Please look at them, because they would be actually of use to students like you, because it will help you prepare for your future journey. And what I want to tell you is that the next 3 to 4 years in college would be the best years in your life, because what you learn inside and outside the classroom, they will define your future for the next 10 to 15 to 20 years. So always choose your friends, your peer group, your circle very wisely. Do the right things, because इस पर निर्भर करेगा कि अगले आपके 10, 15, 20 साल कैसे गुजरते हैं. That's very important. And always ensure, I mean, it may sound very boring advice, but I've always believed this is the cornerstone. Always try to do the right thing. If you are ever in doubt about whether I'm doing this, what I'm going to do, is it right or not? Think of it like this: will I feel happy if someone did the same to me, or someone said the same to me, to my brother, to my sister, to my father, to my mother? Think of it like that, and then take your decision. Now, finally, after these 5 points, we saw just a couple of days back, we saw what 14-year-old Vaibhav Suryavanshi did for the Rajasthan Royals in the Indian Premier League. At the age of 14, to become to score the fastest century by an Indian in the IPL. We all think it is his success or the success of the coaching staff in Rajasthan Royals. No, it is the hard work that his parents, in fact, he said that to ESPN Cricinfo, the hard work his parents and his family put in. So that's why I say your success is not yours alone. It's as much that of your parents. So credit them, hug them. The parents also should hug their children and say they're proud of them. That's very important. That bonding is very important. Finally, the bonus tip: whatever you do in the next few years, just ensure that you focus on two things in life. And I'm saying this from experience as a professional, right? I've seen a lot of the world outside a classroom. And I'm telling this to you from experience. Classroom matters only this much. What you learn outside is what matters. So focus on two things in life, because without this, you will struggle in the professional world in the 21st century. Work on your communication and public speaking skills. Extremely important. I couldn't emphasize this enough. Ideally in English, because English is a global language. So if you are looking to communicate with people all over the globe, you need to acquire the skill set of English. This is extremely important. It's not about, people say, oh, it's a foreign language. English is no longer a foreign language. It's as much of an Indian language today. So you need to work on your communication and public speaking skills, because if you're making a presentation, you have to excel in personal interviews, communicate your thoughts to the world. For all that, you need a language, and at least two more Indian languages. It could be Hindi, it could be Malayalam, it could be Bengali, it could be Gujarati. Three languages, ideally speaking, should be really what you should aim for. Finally, number 2 point: acquire some tech skill, because in today's world, without a tech skill, you will really be lost. So that's again something very important. I'll continue to guide you through our 3 YouTube channels: Study with Sudhir, CBSE with Sudhir, in which we will have all the content from class 6, 7, 8, 11 and 12. And next year we will have 9 and 10 also, and Careers with Sudhir. So these are the 3 channels where we will continue to guide you. And of course, we have some plans going forward, about which I will tell you in a few days from now. All the best to you. Do well. God bless you, each one of you. Thank you very much. Take care.